know.
You've gotten to know me over these. Can you believe that we've been working together for 4 months, 16 weeks?
That's crazy.
Can you believe?
Okay, first of all, let's just do a quick recap on the 16 weeks. Whoa, 16 weeks. How do you feel? How do you like?
I mean, just that how, how possible it is. And it's just, again, it's mental. That's all it is a mindset switch. Once you flip that switch, it's kind of hard to flip it down. Although I've learned last week it's easy to flip it down. But, it's like a tumbleweed. It gains momentum. And just, the hardest part is just signing on for it. That really, to me, that was the hardest part of this, was just starting the whole thing. Starting, yeah. People think it's going to be a torturous 16 weeks, and it really wasn't.
It wasn't, yeah. It's funny because people always hesitate to sign up with me for whatever reason, right? They have their reasons. And I'm always wondering, for my existing clients, what would you say to that person that is on the fence around signing up with me? Like, what would you tell them if you could tell them something?
Honestly, I mean, I could sing your praises all day, but
if after week 1 you're not hooked, stop. I mean, it's not, you and I didn't start a contract signed in blood. If it's not for you, stop. But you won't want to. So there's really no reason not to do it, because if it's not for you, you could stop it. But it will be for you in a week, because it wasn't torturous. And that, after I got my blood work and I kept thinking of doing it, I was like, this is too restrictive. This is not going to be for me. It's going to be a headache. And it wasn't. It actually, in the beginning, was kind of fun. The meal prepping and the wondering what to put together. And for me, one of the main reasons I didn't start was, I don't want to give up this. I'm not going to give up that. This sounds ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. And then when I did, there was nothing, I don't really have anything negative to say about it. I mean, I can't really put on the negative side. I can't eat raviolis. I mean, that kind of was a bad thing. But, there wasn't any downside to it. There was no reason not to. And I think in your head, before you start off, you have so many reasons. And they're all ridiculous.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, because it's funny. I'm not in the frame of mind to have to convince anybody to do anything.
right.
A lot of people in my industry, nutritionists and coaches and things like that are in my industry. They've got it all wrong. They're in the mindset of, I have to sell them. I have to convince them. I have to convince them. I have to convince them. And I'm not in that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not my bag.
Well, if someone's head's not in it, I mean, you can convince them, and you can begrudgingly, or maybe out of embarrassment because they said they would sign up. But that doesn't give you the mindset to do it. I mean, I would think that if someone is on the fence, the easiest thing to tell them is, if it's not for you, stop. Give it a week, and if it's not for you, stop. But they won't. I mean, to me, it's just a simple, there's so many other reasons to do it, and maybe people have so many other reasons not to. But after a while, it's a voluntary commitment. Like, people think this is like a mandatory commitment. It's not. Just try it. That's to me, that's the simplest thing. If it doesn't work,
just try it. It's funny because I get a lot of pushback around how much of a monetary investment that this requires working with me, right? And so what would you say to somebody who's like, this is too much money, and the investment, and it's like blah, 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 why? What would you tell them?
Well, first of all, it's for the first few months you were kind enough, you gave me discounts, it's an investment. And the truth is, but you can do it cheaper. You can do groups, you can do other things. So people have that option. I mean, to me, the one-on-ones worked better for me. But, I would say, if you could afford it, you're certainly not going to be complaining about all the new clothes you buy afterward. Just saying. So, I mean, right, that's a good investment. But again, there is ways to fix the cost of this. Because again, group meetings, but it's an investment in yourself. And it's worth even if someone could do the one-on-ones for a month just to get on track. Then they could go to the group. There's so many ways that you can customize what you do that they can make it doable for themselves. But I would totally recommend to someone, if you can afford to do the one-on-ones for the first month, it's the way to go.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Because that's definitely something that people come up against. I want to hear what you think is your most mind-blowing result, like the result that you didn't expect to get at the end of 16 weeks. What is your biggest, like, oh yes, result that you've gotten?
But I just feel good. I just feel good. I feel good. I feel good on the inside, but I feel better about myself on the outside. I feel good when I get dressed. It's a whole thing. It's a mindset. It's a health thing. It's a confidence thing. Like there's really no negatives about it, except I'm spending too much money on clothes. And again, it's health, it's a physical health, and it's a mental health that you're improving. So it's a whole, it's a double whammy what you do. Yeah, I just think you feel better. When you feel better about yourself, you feel better about other things. It's just kind of, spreads throughout the body and the mind. It's a contagious little health and body mindset.
Yeah. How did you feel about the more life coaching stuff that we incorporated into your sessions?
I liked it.
Yeah? Did you find it helpful?
I did. I think, when you're trying to better yourself, you better everything at the same time. You keep going. You're building